Similar, guys. just woke up from a nap. You know, those Sunday afternoon naps. Yeah, no, it was too nice. I want to try and just talk about being authentic this year. I've spoken about it before. I was actually listening to a podcast where they were interviewing Jimmy Carr, the comedian, and he said something so profound. He was like, happiness is equal to your quality of life minus envy, you know. And him speaking about that, you realize, Guti, a lot of us are really, really not happy. And again, it is the life we live, and then we look at the life that we want to live, you know, and there's that discrepancy, you know, Guti, oh, I only have a Toyota Tez. I would like to have a BMW. And then you become miserable, you know, because your happiness level is here, the BMW is there, you then become miserable. And I was like, a huge part of it is we're not being authentic. You know, yes, we'll blame social media and I'll speak about it. But a lot of it is that we're living a lie, or at least parts of our lives are lies, you know. And there's obviously degrees to it, you know. It's not like, oh my God, I live in America, meanwhile, uhlala eNquthu. No. But I'm just saying, Uti, a lot of our lives are, we tend to overhype or oversell or over this or undersell and you know, it's never the reality of what it is. You know, it is never, Uti, happiness equals the quality of life, full stop. There always has to be some additional baggage, if I can call it that. You know, if we can use an example of, let's say, our sisters, you know, and I know some sisters are going to get a bit grumpy. Let's say a sister, just from a looks department, just purely looks department, she is a 6 out of 10, above average, 6 out of 10. Whenever you see our sisters, once they've done their makeup and they've done their hair, you watch them glow. They're more excited because now she has, in the eyes of society and then in the eyes of herself, gone from being the 6 out of 10 to being this 8 out of 10. You know, so the reality, the truth is that she's a 6. That's just who she is. She wakes up a 6, she goes jogging a 6, she lives the majority of her life just a beautiful 6. And then she enhances her life. You know, makeup, lipsticks, eyelashes, eyebrows, hair, waist trainer, a wonder bra, whatever the case is, and gets all the way to an 8. And when she's at that 8, she starts now taking pictures for social media. Bang, 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 bang. Videos for social media. You know, reels, TikTok, what for social media. From that 8 that she is now on social media, then she adds filters to get her to being a 9. Or she angles her ass and she takes 100 pictures to pick the best picture with the one that's angled the booty the best. Then she posts and she's a 9. Here's the problem with that. You scrolling through your social media, right? You, sister. And you're like, oh, 9. Oh my God, so gorgeous. Oh my God. And then you turn and you have a glimpse in the mirror. Reality, who you actually are. Like, keeper, like, it's just you, 100% you. And you look and you see that 6. And all of a sudden you start becoming disappointed. All of a sudden you're saddened. All of a sudden you are deflated. You look at your booty, it's not as perky as the angles that you took and lifted your leg, and it's not that. It's not that shape. It's not that nyash that you are busy, people are commenting about. It looks a bit sad. It looks saggy. You look at your breasts. They're not those, you know, itchy, they're pointing what they look like 35-year-old breasts. And all of a sudden it starts dipping. I see this with guys, you know, you flick through a guy's Instagram, there's certain cars, there's certain bottles, there's certain this. And then you go to his actual house and you open his fridge and there's nothing. And you go into his garage and it's just a humble car. All of a sudden, those cars that he was posting, that he was test driving, or those bottles were shared in certain spaces. That is not his actual majority of his actual life. 50 Cent speaks about it. Good, the difference between him and some of these other rappers, that when the director yells cut after a music video, he says these other rappers, they have to now go back and live their mediocre lives. Whereas him, this lifestyle continues. It has to take some sort of mental, but it has to take a knock on us somehow. When in the world out there, we are perceived in a specific way. The world out there goes, oh, Pencil, hey, bruh, you're so fast. In reality, I'm slow. Oh, Pencil's always got cash. He's so rich. In reality, I've got debt and I'm broke. Oh, Pencil is so this. In reality, those things have to take an actual knock when we are going out there presenting a certain life here. But the reality in what you live is down here. That has to knock you. That has to take its toll mentally. And I'm not saying you're living a lie, like, oh my God, no. I'm saying, Wuti, there's aspects of lies in there. And the problem is that about living a lie or aspects of lies that you have to, every time you get out, try and remember who that person is. If I'm in a space and I've lied and I said, yeah, no, I'm into my rugby, I watch a lot of rugby, now publicly they might perceive me like that. And then whenever I'm in those spaces, I now have to pretend to be that person. And if that is not me, that has to affect me mentally. It has to take a knock. I have to come back home tired and drained. Like, oh my God, shit. Because I have to fake it the whole day. The whole day. You have to be someone you are not. Or because you're seeking validation externally. Or because you're trying to be someone you're not. Or you're trying to oversell the reality which that's not you. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. People will gravitate to those that come across to being the most authentic. I've been on this little journey of studying the people that we deem are success stories. The celebrities, the millionaires, the mentors. And those are the ones that come across as most authentic. Those are the ones that become the most vulnerable. Those are the ones that we make a fun of and we fucking destroy them on social media. But for some reason, we gravitate towards those people. For some reason, we gravitate to the people that come across as living their truth. Not the fly-by-nights who come through to buy what. Those guys will only train for 3 months, 6 months, and then we'll forget about them. I'm talking about people that have test time, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I'm talking about those individuals. They come across as most authentic. People like your Britney Spears when she had the mental breakdown, what. People like your Amy Winehouse when they were doing, people like those people, Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. We were like, damn. Because a lot of us could see certain traits, not because we were doing drugs, but I'm saying a lot of us could see certain traits in them that we have within us. When we see a guy who's being vulnerable or is breaking down on social media, a lot of those traits, they speak to us. We all watched Ricky Rick crying on his phone, taking a video, and that trended. And a lot of guys, yes, there were dark people that were making fun of him, whatever, but a lot of people could relate. They could relate to the pain that he was going through. They could relate to those tears because a lot of people behind closed doors are feeling exactly the way that he feels. Yet, for some reason, we feel this need, which once we go onto social media, you're posting things. You this, you that. You look at me, look at that. I'm so great. I'm so phenomenal. This morning, I went to gym and I was doing a dumbbell press, and I'm pushing 24 kgs and I'm like really struggling. And I'm thinking, Guti, I come from being able to lift 60 kgs. Got injured, and then I'm back trying 6 months later to rebuild. I've never not posted the truth. Now I'm on 5 kgs. Now I'm on 10 kgs. Yes, it's hard, guys. You feel ashamed, you feel embarrassed, but at least I'm living my truth. So when I'm behind closed doors, it's not knocking me double. Obviously it's going to take a big knock because I used to lift the whole gym. Look at me, I'm the big man, King Kong. Now I have to start all the way back to zero. Obviously that takes a toll and it hits my confidence. But imagine if already that hits my confidence, but I go into social media and then I have to lie on top of that. On top of that, now I have to lie. Yeah. And if it's some sort of gym, no, if it's the thing is that my kids, I have to take them on a play date. No, it's movie night. Now I have to keep going with the lies. I have to keep adding on it. That's gonna knock me. And we sit on social media and we compare our realities, our truths, based on other people's fakenesses. Usisi is a gorgeous 6. She's a gorgeous 6. That's what God has given her. That's her blessings. Well done. You're above average. You're a 6 out of 10. And she's comparing herself to a lady who's a 7, who's got the makeup done, who's got the hair done, who's got the eyebrows done, who's got the lips done, who's got liposuction, who's got the BBLs, who's got the things that when you don't see when the bum is checkering like this, go my BBL, no me liposuction, imagine, lana second, my stitches, what you comparing your natural and beautiful 6 to some built 7 that may only last until midnight. And then they back to a fucking 3. Yet you feel less than. Guys, it's already hard, the lives that we're living. There's already challenges. It doesn't need us comparing. It's already hard, our lives. It doesn't need us creating fakenesses to show that we are worthy of something. We wake up, you wake up saying, perfect. You don't need to walk past a Paul's or a Wimpy, take a picture and say, oh, so hungry for break. Hey, sure, sharp, no king. Guys, we put the castle light, perfect. That's the castle light, saying having a nice beer. You don't need to go to someone else's table and take a bottle of Henny, saying that much. No, you don't need to do that. You don't. You really don't. You just need to live your authentic life. Who you are internally, who you are mentally, that everything must align. I did a whole video about the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You know, your thoughts, your words, your actions, all aligned. You find peace in that space. When your thoughts, your words, and your actions align, and in what we post and we send into the world, it aligns to who we really are. So that when people see me in public, they see me, if it's otherwise, shop. They're like, who you are when you're watching the videos is more or less who you are in reality. Who you are when we met you at gym, who you are when we met you on the rugby field, who you are when we met you in the boardroom, who you are when we met you wherever. Cheetah, this is who you are. You're authentic. You know, yes, we don't like this, but we didn't like it on the video. We didn't like it at gym. We didn't like it in the boardroom. You are consistent with what we don't like. And what we like, you are also just as consistent. You are this, and then when we meet you for the first time, you are totally different. No, you are who you are. Your thoughts, your words, your actions all align. Guys, let's be authentic this year. Let's really, really try. As hard as it is. As hard as it is to say, hey guys, I can't go to that party. Hey, this month, budget, young shy. Ube real, manje soboleka imali onganayo, uyothenga all white. No, hey, machita njengamanje azizinto. Yabona, I've got a checking and a saving. Maybe the next one I'll catch it. Hey, ibhodlela le yazi imfethu. Ngicela nje ukubamba ama draft ayi2. Yabona le mali kade ngithi ngibeke for igrocers. Let's live the reality. Let's live the sisters. Of course, you can put on your makeup and all that, but the reality is you are a 6. And you can't be trying to catch a man with a lying 8 or 9. Because at the end of the day, when I wake up in the morning, I'm waking up to a 6. When I'm spending my days with you, I'm spending them with the 6. Yes, you might zhuzh it up when we're going to church. Yes, you might zhuzh it up when you go out. But that's not the majority of the time. The majority of the time, I'm with the 6. That's the majority of the time. So sell me that. Don't try and sell me anything that you're not. Aren't I beautiful? Hey! Minang mas lo assist lo. Mas nje 5% of the time. Now 95. Lo 6 out of 10. 95% of the time. Ngila. Ngibuze ngalo. Ngangibuze ngalo engamas. Yabo. Hey, anyway guys. Let's try and be happy this year. Let's try and again not steal our happiness by comparing our lives to other people's lives. Let's not punish ourselves. Let's not go out there to diminish the quality of our lives, to go out there and fuck up our mental states. Let's let this year be a year where we like take control, where we take control of our lives, take control of our minds, take control of our spaces, and be happy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. It was a bit of a rant. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please share this video far and wide if you think other people will benefit from that. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Hit that notification bell and have yourselves a fantastic day. Guys. Ciao.